When Linda Caldwell retired after 35 years as a high school art teacher, she imagined quiet mornings in the garden, afternoons with her granddaughter, and long walks through her new suburban neighborhood in Greenwillow Estates. The houses were charming, the streets were clean, and the lawns looked straight out of a Better Homes and Gardens spread. There was only one problem: the HOA. At first, Linda didn't mind the Homeowners Association. She figured their rules kept things tidy. But soon, she realized they were something else entirely. Her welcome packet came with a threatening binder of regulations. Her first week in the house, she received a written notice. Her mailbox was 2 inches too tall. Not a warning, just a $75 fine. She thought it was a fluke. She measured, saw they were right, and fixed it. No big deal. Then came the second notice. Her garden hose was visible from the street. $50. Third, her grass had grown 0.75 inches over the maximum height after a long week of rain. Another $60. But what really got her was the flamingo. One warm Saturday, Linda's 6-year-old granddaughter, Sophie, brought over a pink plastic flamingo. A little birthday gift. Sophie proudly staked it in the flower bed and said, "Now your yard is fun like the zoo." Linda laughed and left it there. 3 days later, a letter came. "You are in violation of Article 6, Section 4, unauthorized lawn ornamentation. Non-approved decorative items are subject to immediate removal and a $100 fine." That was it. Linda had had enough. She went to the next HOA meeting and tried to speak up. She was cut off, twice, by Marjorie Klein, the HOA president, who had held the position for 12 years and seemed to think of herself as royalty. "Rules are rules," Marjorie said, adjusting her pearl necklace and tapping her gavel like she was running Congress. "We uphold the integrity of the neighborhood." Linda smiled politely, then went home and cracked open the HOA bylaws. She read the entire thing, twice. Nowhere did it say lawn ornaments were completely banned. They simply had to be tasteful, and there was no definition of what that meant. There also was no rule limiting the number of lawn ornaments. The next week, Linda went to the dollar store and bought 10 more pink flamingos. She arranged them in a neat little half circle near her rose bushes. The week after that, 20 more. This time, they were arranged like a marching band. By the end of the month, she had 72 flamingos. She called it the flock. Every morning, she changed the display. One day they had flamingo tea time. Another day, a pirate ship made from cardboard and blue tarp, with flamingos aboard, wearing tiny paper hats. The neighborhood kids loved it. So did the walkers, joggers, and dog owners who passed by. People started taking selfies with the flock. A few even brought their own flamingos to add. The HOA? They were livid. They sent another fine. Linda responded with a letter quoting their own bylaw, Section 4, along with photos and a note. "Please clarify which of these is not tasteful." They tried to hold an emergency vote to ban flamingos altogether. But HOA rules required a 2/3 majority of homeowners to approve new regulations, and Linda had already made friends with half the neighborhood. The measure failed. Twice. Marjorie tried to push for mandatory landscape reviews. Linda countered with a petition to cap the president's term limit. Her petition passed. At the next HOA election, Linda ran unopposed and won. Her first act as president? To amend the bylaw to clearly allow reasonable decorative lawn displays, so long as they didn't obstruct sidewalks or cause damage. Her second act? Declare an annual Flamingo Festival every June. Lawn flamingos, lemonade stands, chalk art contests. It became the most beloved event in Greenwillow Estates history. Years later, when Sophie visited for college break, she smiled and said, "Grandma, you're famous. Everyone calls you the Flamingo Queen." Linda just grinned and handed her a paintbrush. "Want to help me paint them for Halloween?"